Yes, and he sort of reaches. He's kind of like fiddling around in like a bag that he has, and he will hand each of you a small pouch containing 10 gold pieces for accepting his quest. So go ahead on your character sheets, write down or block down 10 gold, which we can say that all of you started with 5, just to be aware of it. Fucking picture.
Well, it says we started.
I know, it's been killing me too.
I've been fighting the urge.
Yeah, he promises you basically 100 gold pieces once you finish the job. If anybody wants to, you can try to like read him with an insight check, if you like.
So, what would a insight check, like what would that initially do?
So, Oren and Kuro specifically, you get the sense. Insight checks are for like reading people to kind of see if they're telling the truth or
Gotcha.
if they're like being upfront.
Kind of like reading body language and of that sort.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the sense that Volo is being honest, but he might be stretching the truth slightly about how much he can pay. So
Kuro weighs his bag by hand and looks at the guy. I'll do it for 15 of
you drive a hard bargain. I'll tell you what. I will give each of you 2 extra gold pieces.
3.
Make a persuasion check.
How about intimidation?
Or intimidation if you want to kind of, flash your claws or something like that. Okay, 11. So he says, I'm afraid I must insist with 12.
I would like to use persuasion, and like he really needs the 15. I think 15 is a fair price to start with.
How much does this friend mean to you?
Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion. He says, are you all asking for 15 or just the feline gentleman?
All of us need the 15 to begin with.
I'm never opposed to more money.
All right, you drive a hard bargain. 15 gold it is. And he will sort of hand you individual piles to add to these pouches. And he says, I appreciate a group who knows their value. Hopefully, you can achieve greatness. And he assures you that once you get back, he'll be able to give you your reward. He describes Floon as a handsome human male in his early 30s, sort of wavy red blonde hair. He was dressed in sort of a princely garb when Volo last saw him, and about 2 nights ago, before Floon disappeared, he and Volo were sort of drinking and merrymaking in the Stuart Dragon, which is a dark sort of body tavern in the Dark Ward. In the Dock Ward? Dock Ward? Yes. The Dock Ward. The place where the dock is. He recommends that you sort of start your search there.
Should we head out now or finish our drinks first?
Feel free to finish your drinks if you like. Do you have any questions for me?
Would there be anyone else we could talk to who might have seen him last other than you at this tavern?
He says, it's possible that some other people may have seen him, but I would not know off the top of my head. I think the best, you may ask around, see what you can find. But I know the best place to look would most likely be that the Stuart Dragon.
What's the importance of him? Why does he need to be found? What is
He is a dear friend of mine. And I fear that I may have gotten him into trouble by bringing him to the tavern and us sort of getting drunk and then losing track of him as he left.
Yeah.
I'm simply hoping nothing terrible has happened to him.
Now, what would an author like you be doing in a tavern like that?
Doing research, of course. I'm not sure if you've seen my book, my latest book that came out, Volo's Guide to Monsters. Now available at your local gaming store and other bookstores at the like. He sort of like looks at the camera, like gives a little thumbs up and a ding, and like to the audience he's looking at the camera, but to you guys he's just looking off in the middle distance.
Oh fuck, it's you.
The rest of you are like, what?
Taking more.
Yes, Volo's Guide to Monsters, Volo's Guide to sort of all things magical. I'm currently researching for a sort of book about specters and ghosts and things of that nature.
Ghosts?
Yes.
Those are real?
Oh, they are very real, friend.
And you
stay
did
long
this without anybody of knowledge with you who could protect you?
I mean, usually the yawning portal is fairly secure. I was mostly doing interviews of people in the tavern and such, so. I myself have not sort of ventured out and done any ghost hunting as of yet, but I am fast approaching the ability to do so. Once I get the proper information, of course.
Alrighty.
Yes. But anyway, if you no longer have any questions for me, feel free to finish your drinks and go at your leisure. And do please inform me once you arrive back.
very well?
Best have the money.
You will receive rewards, sir.
You
Do
both
not-
must sell fast.
And I want
Ah.
credit in your next book.
Uh,
Right under your name.
I mean, if you can provide me information on any ghosts or specters or places to look for those, feel free to.
Oh. Maybe we'll come across your friend's ghost.
I certainly hope not. Definitely hope that's not the case. But yeah, so I'm assuming you guys are sort of getting your stuff together and heading out.
Aye.
Finishing up these pints.
Yeah, so let me find proper token here to sort of represent where you guys are at. I'm going to move you over to the map of Waterdeep. And we can say that for people who aren't familiar with Waterdeep, he did sort of give you like a little parchment thing that has a map on it.
What?
And it has sort of the basic necessities that you would need to traverse. So you guys are, let's see. Oh, hang on. Messed it up. Messed it up. Whoopsie doodles.
That's a
Yes.
little sus.
There we go. Okay. Objects and tokens. Okay. See. There we go. GM info over. Yeah. Okay, so you all are currently here, the Yawning Portal. And let's see the
Where? Oh,
Black
okay. I see
dot.
it now.
Downwards, trade
Black
Oh
dot.
sword.
yeah, I see it now. I was backed out way too far. I was at like 20% and I couldn't read it.
in the
We gotta go to the C ward. Somewhere?
yes, it would be the dock ward, which is my thing will let me turn the phone overlay. Why is it not? It's happening.
I love technology.
Technology.
Shit. Turn
Are you guys able to see the wards on the map?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dock ward,
Okay.
trade wards.
Yes. Yep.
So that is that's the weird thing, because I thought normally they set these maps up to where something like that is like on a token layer that you can reveal, but that's just part of the map apparently. So
Very well.
and let's see. So we want to get you over to towers. Where is my tavern? You guys will you guys will be able to find your way there fairly easily. You'll just head out of the Yawning Portal and head over to Snail Street and sort of start going south. And at this point, it is just now starting to get dark. It was fairly late in the afternoon or evening before, and after all of the, talking and the fighting and everything, it's like just now kind of starting to get dark in the city. You guys are able to go down to the dock ward and kind of search around. And the tavern is between Net Street and Fillet Lane. So somewhere right around here-ish. You could either go down Snail Street or go all the way over to the Way of the Dragon and go down that way. Either way, as you were sort of traveling through the dock ward, you come upon the what looks like an aftermath of sort of a bloody clash. As you turn a corner, there are you find yourselves on a street that's been sort of cordoned off by the city watch. And lying on the cobblestones are about a half dozen corpses, seemingly the victims of some terrible skirmish. And watch officers have sort of disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning witnesses. One of the officers looks over and sort of absentmindedly is like, "Get on then. Nothing to see here."
Did you guys see that?
Glad I don't patrol this side of the water.
It looks like there's a lot to see here.
If you want to attempt to talk to them, you can, Orin.
Oh, okay.
If you want to kind of make possibly a persuasion check to try to get a little bit more information. I'll give you advantage on this since you're part of the guard.
What do we have going on here?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Natural 20. All right.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, that was with advantage, so the higher number applies. So he says, "Oh, sorry, I didn't notice you were God." Yeah, it's another fight between the Xanathar and the Zentarum, unfortunately. Which, as a guard, you would most likely be aware of the fact that the Zentarum and the Xanathar guilds are 2 pretty famous sort of crime outlets. 2 separate gangs that have sort of always been at each other's throats. But you know that lately violence between the 2 has been escalating. And he says, yeah, I'm really starting to get tired of all of this, honestly.
It's getting worse and worse every day, I see.
Yeah, you and your friends there, stay safe, eh?
Yeah, we'll just take a detour to where we're headed.
Yeah. So you guys are basically leaving that scene. One of the people that they have chained up sort of coldly catches your eyes as you pass by, but you guys are able to continue on. There are, as you're sort of moving through the dock ward, there are sort of tall, densely packed tenements, leaving most of the neighborhood in shadow at ground level. Most of the street lamps have had their glass smashed and their candles stolen. And you can sort of smell the salt air and sort of air of excrement leave in your nose as you pass by sort of rows of these rundown buildings. The dock ward is kind of like the bad part of town. which is most likely why there's been a lot of violence here. As you're going past the corner of Zastro Street and Fillet Lane, which is right about here, you see a nearby shop that sort of stands out from the other ones. It has like sort of deep purple glow just kind of emanating from it. And in the window there hangs a stuffed beholder, which, if any of you are familiar with what a beholder is, it's like a big eyeball with like a bunch of little eye stalks coming off of it, and they're like pretty powerful monsters. And above the door hangs the sign whose elaborate letters read out the Old Zoblop Shop, which is spelled XOBLOB Zoblob.
Zoblob.
Yes. You guys just continue on? Are you stopping to look at the store? What's going on?
Anybody else's gold burning a hole in their pocket?
Not particularly, but Orna, I have to ask, what do you have any idea what happened back there with all those guys?
It's like dogs and cats with these guilds.
It's very interesting.
What's escalating? I guess. Don't know what the reason could be. Strange that the torches, those candles or torches that are missing from the lamps.
Yes. It looks like a lot of these street lamps are like somebody smashed the glass and like stolen the candle out of it.
Okay.
So that's just not right to tear up the common folk street like this.
So are you guys ignoring the shop, or?
I'll just look at.
It doesn't hurt to stop and take a look.
Yeah, let's go.
We might need some of this in the future.
Okay. You sort of move inside, and it as you do so, there's this cloud of like lavender scented purple smoke that's just kind of trails out of the shop's door as you look inside it. Now that you're in the store, it kind of looks like a knickknack store, but everything is purple. Like the walls are painted purple. All the like dusty knickknacks are dyed like a deep violet, and there is a hairless old sort of gnome that is sitting cross-legged on the counter. He's wearing like plum-colored robes, and his cheeks are decorated with these 9 purple like face-painted eyes. He lowers a pipe and sort of exhales a cloud of lavender smoke before raising a hand, and he says, "Hail and well met. Come browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world." Sort of goes back to puffing his old pipe.
I wonder if he likes purple.
Oh my goodness.
And if you want, you guys can get.
I rolled a perception. Okay.
You guys can sort of look for different trinkets. I'm going to look up there's actually a table in the trinket handbook.
Why do I feel like I know what this shop is supposed to? Actually, no. We had a in our. Never mind. Talk about it later.
Trinket table. Where is my trinket table? Plane. Sheet. Trim. Each 150. All right. That's where it is. Okay, so I will ask each of you to roll a D100 to determine what catches your eye.
But
Holy cow.
There's a lot to take in this store. So let's see, we got Atticus, Leah, Oren. Then Kuro, if you want to. Oh wait, no, you did roll. Yes. Okay. So Atticus, let's see. So Atticus, you notice a like a sort of like purple tinted glass vial that appears to be filled with like nail clippings. You're not exactly sure. They don't look like human or like elf or whatever. But they seem like they're from some kind of creature.
Excuse me, sir. What exactly do you. What is this?
He says, yes, the nail trippings of a dreaded Gorbalax. I know them well. Incredibly dangerous creatures. Nail clippings can actually be used in various spells, medicinal purposes, or you can just kind of keep them around, look at them. Fun.
Think I'm gonna put this back.
Okay. Leah, you notice there is a purple leather-bound, like a fairly small book